What is going on, everyone? So before we get started, again, I say this every video just in case. Lighting is bland. I'm packing up all my stuff. I just finished packing up even more. I had to get off stream a little bit earlier tonight to pack up more stuff because, of course, we were moving. But nonetheless, I knew that they were going to drop the Island gameplay around 3 in the morning Eastern time or so, and I wanted to make sure I cover that. And so out of respect to the gentleman in front of me, Assemble, who covers a lot of wrestling content, I watch this guy all the time. And a lot of you guys on my stream and YouTube videos, y'all know who Assemble is, of course. I want you guys to immediately click his link in the description. If you don't want to hear me or see me pause the video in key moments that I might see something interesting, I want to make sure that he gets full credit. Obviously, this is his video, and I will have his links in the description below. Make sure you guys head over there, like the video, go crazy, man. If you want to just see it straightforward from his content on his channel, go ahead and do so. Anybody who wants to, you know, be with your boy along this ride of this 10-minute, 11-minute video and kind of like let's all together break down or see like anything new or what he has to say from his experience, I'm excited. I didn't even tell you guys what the name of the damn video or what the video is about. Anyways, now, the video is about WWE 2k25, the Island. He got a chance to play many creators. I was supposed to, I don't want to say like, no, I was actually, but I wasn't able to make it because of the whole move situation. But I'm still nonetheless grateful the opportunities and all that cool stuff, man, because, you know, it's just one step closer to knowing that, like, all this hard work we've been doing is paying off. Now we spent over a minute and some change. Let me not waste y'all time. Like the video, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And again, his links, Assemble, shout out to you, my brother. And links will be in the description as always. Let's get it popping.
All right, so I played the Island in 2k25. Strap in. We got a lot to go through. If you're new here, my name's Matt. Welcome to
I love his
Assemble.
background, man.
Let's talk
Background
about this.
is
Good
fucking
and bad.
phenomenal.
I don't have time to preview the Island mode in 2k25.
Ooh.
Everybody online is talking about how this is basically NBA 2K, the cities version of it.
Yeah.
You're running around an island with your custom created character, and you're having matches. You're gaining XP. You're gaining VC.
Oh, this is key. This is key. Win the match, you get VC, 170 VC. Okay. Win a match, okay. 10 VC for landing 5 light attacks. That's some simple stuff, little small challenges. Hall of Fame challenge. So are these badges on the right? These are challenges for badges. Win a match tier 2, win a match tier 3, win a match tier 4. Okay. I'm just paying attention. Again, we have to, and then I see the
going through all these challenges and doing stuff for Roman Reigns on the island. The initial setup is very straightforward. Where you select either
that's
male
dope.
or female.
You could create a female in the island.
You'll then select their background from athlete, dynasties, indie wrestlers, and
Dynasty. You come from the lineage of successful professional wrestlers. It says you learned all the tricks of your. Oh, that's kind of fire. Oh, your knowledge could be an asset for Roman Reigns for Roman Reigns in the WWE if you live up to your family's name. That's actually cool. That's unique. So if you choose to pick Dynasty, I'm assuming it comes with certain traits. It's almost like making a build on 2K, you know what I'm saying? Badges, none. Starting payback, ref bump. Let me see something.
To create from there, you'll then select their background from athlete,
leg day badges. So he starts off with no badges. He comes with none.
Payback associated with them that you're picking.
Wow.
You can change up what their background is going to be too.
Again, I like that. So all those different types of wrestlers you can pick from, the like styles and background traits. I think that makes a lot of sense, and that's a lot of uniqueness for customization.
You don't want to do that anymore. You then pick your fighting style from striker, technician, powerhouse, high flyer, and giant. You use your VC to increase and set their power and their speed and their durability.
I'm dead ass geeking, but
after that,
I know the VC price is gonna be a bitch.
And then you enter the island, and you customize it just like you would.
I just know it's gonna be a bitch, man.
Their hair, skin, cosmetics, all of it. Your first meeting is with Paul Heyman as you enter the island. And this is kind of the tutorial portion.
Look at Paul Heyman right there,
I do want to preface that, no, I didn't sit there and play the island for 3 hours. I played for anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. So I tried to...
Assemble, what the hell are you doing? You know you got to lie. You know you got to say you played it for 10 hours so that you can put in the title. So is that what... I don't do that. Hey, listen, I do be playing it for 10 hours. I was only trolling because you know how like sometimes we exaggerate. We'll be like, oh my God, we played it for 50 hours. Well, we do. I don't know why. Am I snitching on the sauce? Anyways.
capture what I could,
Whatever.
kind of the gist of it, to know the lay of the land. And I was asking the developers questions about it too. So as you're getting started with the island, it is all open. So I was able to check out the shops and look at all of the different ones you have available, what's unlockable,
the Jordan store,
shoes, the shirts, all the different cosmetics that they have put in there.
Ooh, shit. 18,000 VC. This is expensive. Anybody who plays NBA 2K, how much are the sneakers there compared to here?
For each brand like Nike, for example, being able to go to the Nike shop and be able to get shoes. I asked if everything is done through virtual currency as I was just getting started here. The developer said no. You're gonna have a wide range of stuff that there will be a
good W questions.
VC,
all right,
but there is a lot
Barbershop,
of unlockables that are done just as straightforward unlockables in the game as you play. So no, not everything is just paywalled. And as I went through different shops, I could see some stuff had the VC next to it, and a lot of other stuff just didn't. It just locked.
Okay.
For an unlockable reward.
So maybe unlockable challenges.
Able to freely explore the island, all of it. There's no zones that are locked off and you unlock them as you go. You can explore the whole thing in just one go around. The thing I didn't like was that it didn't have like any map. Like there's no mini map.
There's no
just
map
pop up just to go, hey, where am I? Like I understand that it is a smaller map, so you will figure out where you are very quickly.
Yeah, that's probably why, man. The island is probably the same size as 2K18. You know, that was the start of something new and refreshing, but the service was ass. I don't know why I even brought that up. But in this case here, maybe you didn't need it, but hopefully the challenges that we have to, embark on in this, because the island may not be the same as your My Rise, or it may be like, it might be a little bit more separate compared to like NBA 2K's My Player and the season mode and grind. It may be very different. I just want y'all to know. It might be very different. You know, I don't know if they're allowed to talk about it. I'm just assuming because, again, there's a whole nother world of this game that traditional wrestling fans are going to be playing. This is completely different. And obviously, as given, it's because it's the island. But I think this is going to be a mode similar to like my team or my factions and stuff, completely outside of the realm of even like a story mode for My Rise.
As you play through this thing, probably not a huge deal.
Welcome to the island, my island. You might think that arriving here makes you relevant. It doesn't. It makes you lucky to be afforded this opportunity to impress your tribal chief. Growing up in the bloodline, I never had any option to but prove myself. You do. Okay, but to prove myself. Okay.
Deal at all. But even just like a little mini map or something to pop up, because the old guy.
A little mini map would have been cool.
It's like me on the side of the road. Like I don't know where I am. I'm terrible with directions, so you got to help a guy out. There's also no marker for going for like the main objective, which I found odd, because while the map is small, yes, if you have to do a mission where you have to go interact with a wrestler or Paul Heyman or something,
yeah, 99?
You just have to run around and just try to find him somewhere. They're not hiding behind a bush or anything, but if you just had a little marker and indicator that's in yellow, you would know the direction you need to go, because I know there's going to be people that just want to mainline everything and just plow through all of the missions,
looks
the main
stable
missions, and just do that. So I thought a marker would have been helpful, but we don't have it. So as you progress and complete quests, you unlock different things
looks super
like virtual
cool.
currency, XP, banners, and so on.
That
Once you get
looks
through the
super cool.
basics, you're having Roman Reigns talk to you about like kind of like get into some matches here and get your skills up. The custom arena locations are actually really neat. They were one of the highlights for me because I just love the different detail and the different aesthetics of where you're playing, and you have all these different matches in different venues.
That is so dope. Nah, that's the Undertaker's joint.
Tag team
nah, that's super dope.
Just to start off in the very early stages of this. You will notice
Look
during
at
the
our
match,
truth.
you have the match action that pops up as you complete different objectives. This is the same style, and I said it to the devs, I was like, oh, this is exactly the same as my faction matches, where you're just getting those.
Oh, that's kind of unique, because my faction matches have a certain way when you play them. They have challenges you can kind of complete and stuff. So it's like a little bit easily formulated like that. Okay.
Style, and I said it to the devs, I was like, oh, this is exactly the same as my faction matches, where you're just getting those little reward objective things as you do a taunt or you do 5 moves, strikes, etc., and get those match bonuses too. That all adds up. So if you play my faction, it's very much like that in the matches. So you execute a variety of match actions and bonuses, and you will gain more VC, and you're also earning XP after every single match. Now I do
as we've seen earlier
here of playing in the very early stages, like the tutorial first 2 matches, 3 matches of this thing, the amount of VC earned was low. It's like 120 in VC.
Yeah, yo.
Not very much.
It looks sketchy. It looked very sketchy.
You can choose to explore, you can choose to go and battle other people in the lobby as you are online with this, or just stick with mainlining the missions with Roman and Paul Heyman. You just have that freedom on the island. You can do it however you want.
Weeklies
The
and all that
developers
stuff.
did say to me that they would be adding more content as the year goes on, so that there would be.
That's a big
obviously the
question
initial
I had.
game
Like,
mode of it,
I
but you
hope
would
they
have
support it with more
stuff,
content.
more quests, more matches and things to unlock and do in there, more rewards. They're going to be adding more and more to this throughout the year. I then wanted to get a good idea of pricing, because one of the biggest things that everybody just hammers into the comments is regarding virtual currency. And a lot of people are coming, at least again in our community and people in the comments, they talk about how they've come from the NBA 2K side, and they're like, it's just littered with microtransactions. I don't play the city, so it's a dummy over here, so playing this, but I understand what it's all about. And my big concern, and I asked the developers about that and raised it and said, hey, this is a big concern everybody is having online, is like, is everything going to be paywalled and you're left with nothing? I looked at some of the shops just to get a rough.
Things are absolutely expensive, and I want everybody to know that developers, man, they don't make compensation, they don't make incentives, they don't get anything extra for you buying VC. Developers love making video games. They love making, even if there was a virtual currency like SP points back in the days, remember in 2K? People need to stop putting the blame on them. This is like a new incentivized tool that's been used in NBA 2K and other games to make the company more money, but that's a corporate kind of thing, man. That's upper head type shit on ways to make money, and then the developers got to be the ones to code it and bring it into the game. We got to stop blaming devs for this shit. Like, I'm just being honest, man. Like, we got to do that, but it sucks. I don't like it, but
shoes and shirts and that you would unlock for using virtual currency. Obviously, it
does suck though. I know
what it is you're trying to unlock.
Yeah, a lot of VC.
But I would see shoes that are 10,000 VC, shirts that are 18,000 VC, 20,000, and so on. And I have a bit of a concern that I'm earning 120 to 200 VC after my singles matches, depending on how I perform.
That's a fact,
I'm only
bro.
going to assume that as the mode progresses, as I get, leveled up and my XP goes up and I am getting into bigger matches with bigger wrestlers and all this stuff, that the VC you would earn would be high.
That is insane. Yeah, he didn't win, but damn, plus 85 VC is egregious.
In the initial beginning, I was kind of like, well, that makes it really hard to even just buy one shoe, let alone two. The map isn't big. Like I said, I was actually expecting it to be larger. I'm not talking Assassin's Creed big or anything like that, but I thought it would be bigger for you.
That's
kind of
cool. They got like little games and shit.
In like one shot, and you do a lap, you're done. So you can figure out.
I'm really okay with it not being that big. I just want there to be content,
where everything is very fast. So with the limited scale of the island, one of my concerns is there's not enough to do after a while. Once you've kind of completed the mainline story, again, they're saying they're going to add quests and all of that. Like, just it's all that post content that'll keep coming in. But if you're somebody that is
hopefully they got post content
really hard, really fast, that's what she said, you might feel like it's repetitive. And I worry that I'm gonna play this, and am I going to be doing the same style matches, going back to doing the same kind of repetitive actions over and over again? Am I gonna have these, singles matches with the same AI, the same custom superstar in the Aztec, and I'm getting the same amount of VC every time? So those things I don't know yet, because we just had an early hands-on with it. I don't know how that's going to play out. My hope is that it's going to be, new matches with different wrestlers, and you can do ladder matches, Hell in a Cell, and all kinds of stuff. I wonder what that is going to look like as players get into like kind of the deep end of the game. It is true, we tested this out, that if you buy cosmetics like shoes, we had this example of Jey Uso getting the shoes, you unlock them with VC, and then you go into Creation Suite, and you can add them onto Jey Uso, get his attire the way you want.
That shit's crazy. My real big thing about this part is that, with the integration before with PC and creations and being able to cross download, now that that's kind of dead, man. The PC community, I don't know what's the whole spiel about it, but if they're still able to customize and do a whole bunch of creations, like, cool. But I think they removed something. I'm not too sure. But I know it's not a good thing. These guys these ladies and the guys and ladies who create all these crazy fucking calls and go nuts with the gear and stuff like that, man, them days is kind of over. And the idea that you get to buy VC, buy items and bring it back to put them on these superstars, I ain't really, I ain't jacking it, to be honest with you. But also at the same time, I am going to miss the idea that on PC we can download gear, cross-download, community download stuff. And say if Jey Uso turned his whole outfit into being red and black, somebody's going to update it in the community and put in community creations and do all the other stuff, and we would be able to download it. And now, unfortunately, I mean, call it how you see it, man.
So it works for WWE Superstars. It works for your creative superstars. You cannot obviously upload any of that content, the tire parts, to community creations. That won't work. I like the idea that cosmetics for existing WWE Superstars would be in here if they're going to be anywhere. Like that you can unlock them and just play through the island and get cosmetics for things like if I want a retro Kane outfit, if they put it in there, I can just play matches. And if it's not attached to VC, that I can just easily get it. Hopefully.
I'll be fine.
The developers about building your character and the cost of it. And they did say that it's not like NBA 2K where it's going to cost a lot. They said that you could get a full build of your character for like $30 or $40. How that stacks up to NBA 2K, I mean,
a full build. But full build as in gear or overall attributes? See, we got to know specifics because it cost me $100 or so to just get my guy to 85.
You guys tell me. It seems to be on the lower end, that it's not going to, like, it's not going to be painful. But again, we have to do all of this in order to really know for sure. I explained the players' concerns about microtransactions and spending real money everywhere in this mode. Their takeaway was that yes, there is gear and cosmetics in the mode that you use VC to unlock by playing the mode. And if you really want to, you can purchase the VC in the shop and use that. But they said there's also a ton of content that's simply made as unlockables, and players don't need to use their credit card and do all of that. And also, whatever VC you earn in the island, it's transferable to my faction and the rest of the game, and vice versa. Whatever you make as virtual currency in the game, it will work in my faction, it will work in the island. I liked that so that you weren't splitting anything. And if you are somebody that plays my faction and you're trying to get personas and whatever else is unlockable in there, that VC that you earn, you can just use it in the island mode and you could get cosmetics there if you want to. So early impressions of the island, it's interesting. I can see where a lot of players are going to have hangups with it, including myself, of just how much virtual currency is going to be in your face. And you're kind of like limited to how your character is going to look and feel. I wonder about, again, you have to play the whole thing, the real full game, but I wonder how much replayability there is, or is it going to be very repetitive in terms of
that's what I kind of want to know. I wish I was there, bro.
Matches and maybe, a Hell in a Cell. Is there going to be a lot of variety? That's kind of the main thing. And then what can we expect as the year goes on for more?
Yeah, I can't help it, but his created character looked like Sub the Gamer. I think that's his name. He used to play NBA 2K back in the days. He looked like Sub the Gamer, dude. I can't get over that shit. That's kind of the
main thing. And then what can we expect as the year goes on for more content? Is it going to be just straight unlockables where you don't have to pay anything? Or are we going to see just more and more stuff that's going to be paywalled? We don't know yet. I think it's a good concept, but I think it is one of those things where I'm looking at this stage one, year one of this island, and it's going to be here to stay. They're going to be using and iterating off of it for years, so we kind of have to get used to it as being a mode that's in there, but you don't have to play it. I'm happy that there's more content, like more modes in the game, and whether it's something that I want to play, like Universe and My GM and My Rise, or it's gonna be something I'm just like, okay, I'll try this out, and I'm gonna try it out. I want to see what it has to offer beyond just that limited time I had with it, and then I'll decide whether it's good or not, and we'll do full reviews and all of that. But let me know what you think of what you've seen at least so far.
All right, so I want to just say, make sure you guys go ahead back to his channel. Always show him love. Anybody I react to, please, I always hope that you guys go back. He's a great source, has great material on everything wrestling, especially with 2K25 coming out. So please, man, and shout out to Assemble. Always looking forward to his videos, man. They're great content. My honest thoughts after what I've just seen is I'm still excited to play the game. I can't wait. All the new features. I can't wait to jump on the island. That's going to be a new set of content. I know it's going to be very different from the base game, very different from even My Rise. It's not going to be nearly as connected, and I'm just hoping that you guys join in as well. Big concerns, I got 3. one, VC earnings, two, how many challenges are going to be in there day one, and how effective will the community be after they bust through all the content and see that what's available, and if they completed all challenges, and do VC go up? Because at the other side of it, and also number three would be, how are badges and attributes going to be collected? Because you have badges in this game, and so earning these badges, you know, the flaws, and is it really 30, 40 bucks? Again, that's a very gray area, because we don't know if it's for a full block build of like 85 overall. Is it to 99? Are they going to give it to us like that this year for the first time? That's a pay to win. You know what I mean? That's sort of pay to win, you know. And honestly, in this form, it looks like one of the worst ways of pay to win, because if you're only earning like 170 VC in the beginning matches, what that says for somebody who just simply just sneaks out like 40 bucks to get their overall up. You know what I mean? Like, many people are going to have a disadvantage, which is like that now in the park. Every time 2K comes out, it'd be like that. Honestly, it'd be like that. But you had the career mode, and people was grinding and cheesing with the AI to do the alley-oops, and then we're getting crazy badges and upgrades and leveling up. And there's just a lot that's going on with this. And again, I'm excited to be involved early with this and to get in the game. But we'll see what happens, you know, this Friday when the game comes out. I thought somebody was right there. When the game comes out, though. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Once again, check Assemble's channel in the link in the description. This full video will be there. He has other great content. Shout out to all the other guys that are over there. I'm gonna definitely be watching their videos too. But you guys also recommended me Assemble a long time ago, and I've been hooked to his channel ever since, man. W Glaze, right? Gotta respect the man and his content, man. I love you guys. Your boy 3G on the road to 100K, man. Let's hope we get there soon, man. Hopefully by my birthday. Who knows? But I'm out of here. God bless. Peace.